Maverick's riveting startup case study. From a C-grade idea at Yale to a Fortune 500 company. The inspiring journey of Frederick W. Smith and FedEx. Summary. Overcoming immense adversity, Frederick W. Smith turned a Yale economics paper, once dismissed with a C grade, into a global industry disruptor, FedEx. Withstanding near bankruptcy in FedEx's early years, Smith turned a last-ditch $5,000 gamble in Las Vegas into a $32,000 lifeline, barely keeping the company afloat until securing $11 million in crucial funding. Bolstered by his belief in employee empowerment and lessons from his time in the Marines, Smith saw FedEx grow into a NYSE-listed titan commanding over 43% of the express transportation market. Smith's audacious journey through bold risk-taking, strategic innovation, and unwavering determination is a beacon for all aspiring entrepreneurs. Presented by Global Elites Network at Non.School. In 1944, Frederick W. Smith, an emblem of grit and tenacity, was born into a well-to-do family in Memphis, Tennessee. His father's untimely death when he was only 4 forced the future entrepreneur to rely on his mother and uncles for guidance. These early challenges did not deter Smith, and instead they steeled him for the many trials that lay ahead. Smith's journey to build FedEx began in the halls of Yale University, where he penned an economics paper that was not met with academic accolades but planted the seed for a future global empire. The paper, which argued for the need for reliable overnight delivery in a computerized information age, was awarded a grade of C by a professor who found the premise improbable. However, for Smith, this C-grade idea was worth far more than any Ivy League laurel. Post-graduation, Smith enlisted in the Marine Corps, serving 2 tours of duty in Vietnam as an infantry officer and forward air controller. He was a Yale-educated son of an affluent family flung into the raw realities of war, but he valued the advice given by a veteran Marine sergeant. There's only 3 things you gotta remember: shoot, move, and communicate. This experience added a crucial layer to his entrepreneurial spirit. As he observed military logistics firsthand, the idea of a dedicated network for overnight commercial delivery began to take shape in his mind. When he returned from Vietnam in 1971, Smith was determined to put his dream into action. Initially, he founded an aviation-focused business, but soon found himself irritated by the inefficiency of shipping and receiving airplane parts. This was his light bulb moment. As customer complaints piled up, Smith realized that the answer to his problems lay in the C-grade paper he had written at Yale. He decided to pivot from aviation to expedited shipping. Thus, Federal Express, commonly known as FedEx, was born. Smith's passion, vision, and sheer will helped him raise an impressive $80 million to kickstart his venture. FedEx began modestly, with small packages and documents being carried across the country by a fleet of 14 jets. The first night saw the fledgling company transport just 186 packages. However, the initial journey was anything but smooth. In the first 2 years, FedEx lost a staggering $27 million. Bankruptcy loomed large, and it appeared as though Smith was about to lose all of his investors' money, including the capital contributed by his own family. Even in the face of such grim circumstances, Smith was undeterred. In an act of desperate audacity, he took the last $5,000 in FedEx's account and flew to Las Vegas, where he gambled his way to $32,000, enough to keep the company's planes flying for another week. Upon returning, Smith managed to raise an additional $11 million, thus staving off bankruptcy. This daring act has since become a legendary tale in the annals of entrepreneurial history. But the success of FedEx was not solely down to bold gambles. Smith brought a hands-on approach to the table, viewing FedEx not just as a delivery company but as an entity deeply embedded in the information business. He knew that the prompt delivery of cargo was just one aspect of the service. Equally important was the information about the cargo's journey from origin to destination. Smith also placed a strong emphasis on employee satisfaction, fostering a sense of loyalty and commitment within his workforce. His belief in treating employees with respect and ensuring that they shared in the company's success was a critical element of FedEx's ethos. It is no surprise that during the UPS strike, when FedEx was inundated with 800,000 extra packages a day, FedEx employees worked tirelessly to handle the additional volume without falter. This devotion to the company underlines the successful culture Smith built within FedEx. Smith's leadership and strategic choices significantly impacted FedEx's market position. When a strike hit their primary competitor UPS, FedEx seamlessly absorbed the overflow of packages, boosting their market share by an additional 2 percentage points to control over 43% of the express transportation market. This impressive gain, coupled with Smith's commitment to continuous improvement and innovation, resulted in a substantial rise in FedEx's share price, which increased by nearly 70% over that year. As the 1990s approached, Smith steered FedEx towards a series of groundbreaking changes. Recognizing the digital revolution's growing momentum, FedEx began installing computer terminals in customers' offices. This move allowed customers to label their packages and send electronic pickup notifications, further strengthening FedEx's position at the intersection of logistics and information management. By now, FedEx had grown far beyond Smith's initial vision. It had become not just a courier service, but a global logistics and supply chain management giant. Even though the company had reached astonishing heights, Smith refused to rest on his laurels. The management philosophy of continuous improvement, a principle he embraced from his military service, spurred FedEx to always look for ways to better serve its customers and streamline its operations. Despite the successes, challenges persisted. However, each time a crisis loomed, Smith tackled it head-on. His refusal to buckle under pressure and his innate ability to turn each crisis into an opportunity is perhaps best epitomized by the company's approach to the 2001 recession. When others in the industry reduced their services, FedEx expanded its ground service to gain market share and come out stronger. FedEx went public in 1978, a mere 6 years after its founding. It was a momentous occasion, marking the company's transition from a startup to a publicly traded entity on the New York Stock Exchange. In this moment, Smith must have thought back to his Yale days, where the C-grade paper that spurred his dream was considered improbable. Yet here he was, leading a company that had revolutionized the courier industry, challenged the status quo, and was now publicly recognized for its innovation and growth. Smith's entrepreneurial journey is a testament to his visionary leadership, relentless determination, and unconventional approach to crisis management. His story underscores the value of perseverance, adaptability, and a steadfast belief in one's ideas. It also serves as a reminder that grades are not always indicative of future success. The C-grade idea that was once dismissed in a Yale classroom had reshaped the global courier industry and became a Fortune 500 company. From his humble beginnings in Memphis, Tennessee, to becoming the founder and CEO of a multi-billion-dollar corporation, Smith's journey is a beacon for entrepreneurs worldwide. In the end, it is not just about the destination but also about the journey and the challenges overcome along the way. Top 10 references. 1. FedEx delivers. How the world's leading shipping company keeps innovating and outperforming the competition, by Maiden Burla, book, 2005. 2. The World on Time. The 11 Management Principles That Made FedEx an Overnight Sensation, by James C. Wetherbe, book, 1996. 3. The Firm, The Story of McKinsey and Its Secret Influence on American Business, by Duff McDonald, book, 2013. 4. Changing How the World Does Business, FedEx's Incredible Journey to Success, The Inside Story, by Roger Frock, book, 2006. 5. In the Company of Giants, Candid Conversations with the Visionaries of the Digital World, by Rama Dev Yeager and Rafael Ortiz, book, 1997. 6. The Global Evolution of Industrial Relations, Events, Ideas and the IIRA, by Bruce E. Kaufman, book, 2004. 7. FedEx Corporation, Company Profile, Information, Business Description, History, Background Information on FedEx Corporation, Reference for Business, Advamag, Inc. 8. The Post-War Rise of World Trade. Does the Bretton Woods System deserve the credit? Journal of International Economics, 2002. 9. Smith, F.W., 2012. The Worldwide Standard for Time-Definite Delivery. The Power of Ideas. The Heritage Foundation. 10. Market share of couriers and local delivery services companies in the U.S. 2019. Statista, 2019. Top 10 questions for further analysis. 1. How did Smith's leadership style and belief in employee empowerment contribute to the success of FedEx? 2. What were the key financial challenges faced by FedEx during its early years, and how did Smith navigate these? 3. How did Smith's experience in the Marines influence his approach to building and running FedEx? 4. What strategic decisions did Smith make to ensure FedEx's survival and eventual growth during the early stages of the company? 5. What was the importance of Smith's gambling episode in Las Vegas in FedEx's history? Can such risk-taking be justified in the business context? 6. How did Smith leverage technology to give FedEx a competitive advantage in the courier and delivery services industry? 7. How does the FedEx story inform the necessity of perseverance and resilience in entrepreneurship? 8. How was Smith able to renegotiate his bank loans during FedEx's financial crisis, and what does this tell us about his skills as a negotiator? 9. How has FedEx maintained its market leadership since its establishment, and what role did Smith play in this? 10. What are the key takeaways from Smith's journey for current and aspiring entrepreneurs? How can they implement or learn from his strategic decisions, risk-taking, and leadership style? Top 10 potential MBA case study topics for global business leaders. 1. Strategic leadership, the FedEx story and Frederick W. Smith's approach. 2. Overcoming financial crisis, a deep dive into FedEx's early years and survival strategy. 3. Transforming an industry, FedEx's disruption of the courier and delivery services sector. 4. Risk management in startups, analyzing Frederick W. Smith's gambling incident and its impact on FedEx. 5. Innovation and competitive advantage, how FedEx leveraged technology in the courier industry. 6. Employee empowerment, analyzing its role in FedEx's success. 7. Crisis management, navigating FedEx through the 1970s financial crisis. 8. The FedEx acquisition strategy, an examination of the TNT Express and Kinko's purchases. 9. FedEx's sustainability initiatives, balancing profit and environmental responsibility. 10. Scaling a startup, lessons from FedEx's expansion from domestic to international markets. That concludes version 1.0, our teaser. We at Global Elites Network warmly invite you, if you found this intriguing and wish to explore the fully fleshed out business case study, version 2.0, to join either our at Non.School channel at https://non.school or the at mba.casestudy at https://casestudy.mba. Here, you'll gain access to and the opportunity to digest the full version 2.0 case study in depth. Every day, Maverick releases several videos that house the detailed version 2.0 on both the Non.School and MBA case study channels. We'd love to hear your thoughts on any MBA case study video that grabs your attention. Don't forget, your insights could be invaluable to other members of our community, so don't shy away from sharing them in the comments.